Listen, does your home feel dated, unfinished, or it's just not speaking to who you are anymore? It doesn't reflect your current style, or a full renovation is just simply not in your budget, or you just don't want to tear everything out? This video is for you. This evening, I'm going to show you 3 real design challenges with 3 different solutions. So we're going to work with what's already there, respecting the home's current architecture, creating a space that feels intentional, timeless, elevated, and more functional without undergoing a full renovation. So let's get started. Okay, so Renee sent me pictures of her deck and patio, and she just wanted some ideas because she just doesn't know what to do with the space. So I'm going to read you what she sent me of the things that she likes and the things that she doesn't like about this space. So we're going to help her elevate her deck and patio. So here we go. She says, I like that I have a double deck. I like that it's right outside of my kitchen. I like that it's covered. I wish the ceiling wasn't as tall because I would think about putting a patio screen up to, I cannot read today. Anyways, I would think about putting a patio screen up to keep the bugs away. I don't like that it's a small space. I wish that I had a little more space, but it feels that it could be workable. I just want a space where I can sit, relax, enjoy the weather. I would love Trex or TimberTech decking, but I'm not going to do it right now. I just want the space to look good, feel good. I need furniture, I need decorations, I need a new color for the wood. And guess what? That is easy and it's doable and we can fix that. So I did see the pictures, and so we're just gonna jump right in and dive right into it, and we're gonna talk about what I'm seeing and what we're gonna do. So we're gonna pull in some pieces to make Renee's deck feel warm and inviting, and so she can entertain with her guests. So what we're going to do, I'm going to add a black metal dining set. I think that will be appropriate for the upper deck right off of the kitchen. We're going to add in some lanterns. We're going to add in some nice warm linen drapery for privacy and also give a warm and cohesive feel. We're also going to add some textured vessels. I think that will be ideal and it will give an organic modern feel, which is really popular right now. We're going to add some faux greenery. I think that will be very inexpensive to do. You can always add real trees, but that can get really expensive. They have some really nice faux olive trees that are on Amazon, and we're going to add some oversized pottery. And we're going to add some textured pillows down on the lower deck on the patio. We're going to add a conversational area in the patio area. So we're going to add a sofa, maybe 2 accent chairs, some olive green pillows, and some warm beiges. We're also going to add some, let's see, string lights, ambient string lights. We're going to add that. I think that will be ideal. We're also going to change the light fixture on the upper deck. We're going to get rid of the dated fan, and we're going to add more of a statement lighting, like a pendant, a woven pendant. That will create that warm environment, and it's going to be to scale with the tall ceilings. So we're going to add that, and then we're going to stain the existing wood. Your wood is actually in really good condition, Renee, so don't feel rushed to go to the Trex decking or the TimberTech. You don't really need to do that as of now. You can refinish the wood that's already there, and then you can add a darker, bolder walnut stain. That will be absolutely gorgeous for your deck. So we're going to change that. Then we're going to add some beautiful jute rugs, or maybe a basket weave rug for an indoor-outdoor rug on the upper and the lower deck. And then I think our focal point in the patio will have the conversational piece, and then it'll be layered with the pillows, and then the focal point is going to be a fire pit in the middle. So I think that will be the solution for your outdoor space. And Are y'all guys ready to see it? I'm excited for you to see it. So let's look at it. Here we go. Yay! I absolutely love how this turned out. Guys, drop in the comments what you think. I would love to hear what your thoughts are, what you would do different. This is all feedback. It's positive feedback. So tell me what you would do different in Renee's deck and her patio. All comments are great, and we welcome those. Please be respectful. But she already has a gorgeous space. It just needed to be elevated. So Renee, I hope you love it. And this is something that we can do, and we can work on this project in the near future. So the solution was not about adding additional space or rebuilding a deck. It was about being intentional about creating two spaces and making them feel cohesive. So the biggest takeaway here is that you don't need to undergo a major renovation in order for a deck to feel luxurious. It's just a space that needs purpose. One level for dining, one level for lounging, comfortable seating, layered textures, beautiful lighting, and your guests will want to feel like they want to stay outside. All right, guys, so now we're moving on to Angie's living room. And this is another previous client. I've worked on some house projects in this current home. We worked on her basement, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous. And we also worked on her primary bedroom. So now we're just looking at her living room, and she just wanted to get some ideas and wanted to change some things without breaking the bank. So I know that I can help her. And she said everything could go, including the plants. I told her she should give those away. But anyway, so we are looking at this living room. There is one piece that she does desire to keep. It's her grandmother's banquet, which is serving as a TV console. And that holds sentimental value. I think it's her great grandmother, so it's been in the family for many generations. So there are some pieces that are going to hold sentimental value, guys, and that's okay, you know, and we can work around those. You know, something like that should stay, you know, in the family, and you should keep it. You should keep it and just let it, you know, as you grow and evolve and your style evolves, you could just work around it. Now, I know that this client, she really loves traditional with antique influence. So what I'm going to do is pretty much keep that same style, but make it more transitional, to elevate it and make it a little bit more modern, but without taking away from her sense of style. And of course, we're going to keep the buffet. We have to keep great grandmother's buffet, right? So the first thing that I'm seeing is, and this is something that you guys probably are looking at right off, that you would change, and that would be the floors, which she absolutely hates. But let me tell you, I'm not changing the floors just yet, okay? Remember, we're not breaking the bank. So the floors are going to stay. We're going to work with these floors, and I'll tell you why. That's not the biggest issue in this room. The biggest issue in this room, it's a scaling issue. So that's why this space, it's showing a lot of that orangey looking wood floor, laminate floor, and it does look a little dated, but we're going to make these minor changes where it doesn't break the bank, and then the floors are going to feel up to date. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the paint color. That's so inexpensive to do. We're going to bring in more of a beige to light taupe tone, okay? So we're going to change the paint color. We're going to remove the drapery, okay? The valances is not serving its purpose in this space. It's actually making her windows look shorter, and she actually has longer windows. So we're going to change those curtains, and we're going to hang the curtains higher to make the room feel larger, and it's going to actually make the windows feel larger. We're going to remove the dated lace drapery, and she has thick skin, so she hates it too. She knows it has to go, and maybe this room served her well at the time that she decorated it, but we're just going to make it better because this room actually has good bones. So we're just going to remove that entirely and bring in that natural sunlight, okay? We're going to change out the dated fan and maybe bring in a beautiful semi-flush or flush drum light fixture. And then we are going to add in another sofa. We're going to remove that sofa and coffee table. And we're going to add in another coffee table that's more to scale. And we're going to add in a sofa that's more of a cream boucle or a cream or ivory linen that will really elevate the space. And it will bring in some more neutral palettes, okay? We're going to add in some textured pillows, right? And we're going to add in the beige and a nice green. Green goes very well with neutral. And then we're going to bring in a really nice art piece that's going to go over the sofa. And then we're going to move the banquet adjacent to the sofa so it's not serving as a TV console. And then we're going to add in another TV console. And I think and we're going to remove those plants, and we're going to add in some faux greenery because we do want to keep the greenery to make it more warm and inviting, okay? And then we're going to add in some nice lamps and more up-to-date end tables. And then we're going to remove the existing area rugs, and we're going to add a larger area rug. That way the TV, where the TV and the sofa sits, is going to feel more connected with the space. So by adding in more of a larger area rug is going to make the whole space feel connected. So we're going to do a 9x12 rectangle style in this room, and I think that will tie it all together. So are you guys ready to see the finished product? I am. 1, 2, 3. Yay! I love it. I love it. Just adding in those neutral tones and changing the paint color, changing the drapery, and adding in some more up-to-date aesthetics and moving that furniture piece just made all the difference in the world, right? Like I said, Angie had good bones. It was more of a scaling issue. And as you can see, we were able to keep the existing floors. So this was really inexpensive to do, guys. So you might have a space just like this where, you know, the furniture is not placed correctly, the orientation of the furniture. You could have some oversized furniture that could be overpowering the space, or it could be a scaling issue such as this, and just adding in the appropriate aesthetics just made all of the difference, and you didn't break the bank. So I hope you enjoyed that, and now we're going to move on to the very last and final space. So now we're on the final space, guys, and this one is one of my favorites because this is a space that I've already worked on. This is a design project that we worked on maybe about 1.5 years ago, and this client is a previous client. I've worked on their great room, their entryway, their home office, and we're going to be working on some other projects here in the near future. So I want to introduce you to Gwen's home office. So Gwen, this is what you can see. This is the before, guys, of Gwen's home office. And she just said that her house didn't feel like a home. So it felt very underutilized. And this space is actually a dining room, but it's serving as an office. So when you picture it, as you first walk into the foyer, to the right is going to be the home office. Had beautiful bones. Their home is absolutely gorgeous. It just needed to be elevated. So going from a little builder grade, if you will, to more custom and elevated. So that's exactly what she was going for. That was the look that she was going for. And this is the desk that she was currently working on. working on, and even the chair, which she absolutely loved the chair, but she wanted something that was a little bit more design oriented but felt comfortable, because she really liked the way that chair felt. So that was really important to her. So I did a lot of research on what type of chair that I was going to design in this space. But I asked her, was she in love with the corporate desk? Because I wasn't in love with the corporate desk. She was like, no, it can go. So I was like, yes. So I was like, all right, let's get rid of the corporate desk. I was like, that is something that is kind of making your space not feel like a home, because you're working on a corporate desk. So I was like, corporate desk must go. Okay. So the other thing is, I wanted to get rid of the Oriental rug. You know, it was nice that she had actually she had the right size rug. It was just she needed a different style. So there wasn't like a lot of things that I did to really elevate this space, but the little changes that we made, oh my gosh, it really transformed this office. So let me tell you a few things that we did, and I'm going to show you the reveal. Okay, you're going to be blown away. All right, so we kept the walls the same color on three of the walls. We kept it the same color, but I wanted to bring in an architectural focal point. All right, so what I did is I had a contractor come in, and we added an architectural accent wall. Okay, so we added that. We painted it black, and then we painted the tray, the inset of the tray. We painted that black as well. So both of it would complement the black. And so the contractor came in and added in an architectural fill, just to add in like some texture and just to elevate it just a little bit. But we kept the design very simple. Okay, kept it very simplistic. We did change out the light fixture, and we added more of a modern light fixture, and we added in a gold brass light fixture, which was beautiful, because we added in a curio cabinet that had the gold hardware. So that tied in very well and made it very cohesive. So we added in a black curio cabinet. We added in some greenery, and we added in a very tall 9-foot olive tree with a really oversized pot. Then we added in a lighter, more simplistic area rug, and I kept it as an 8x10. Kept the beautiful hardwood floors. Her floors are gorgeous. Added in like a caramel accent chair with a black ottoman, and then we added in an art piece, and then just did some simple decor. And let me tell you, it made a huge difference in this space. Are you guys ready for the reveal? We went from underused and very plain corporate office space in the home, right? To classic modern. Yay! Didn't this make a big difference, you all? It was a huge transformation just with the little changes that we made. And she was so happy, and she was so pleased with it. And now she loves her office. She works from home. So this was really important, because she spends about 6 to 8 hours in this space. So now she's motivated to go to work. Even though she works from home, she's motivated to be in her space. She loves being in her home. And she said, now my house feels like a home. And that just melted my heart. I love that when my clients are happy with their space, and I love turning houses into homes. So just those little changes make a huge difference in your home, guys. The goal was to create a classic modern office that was polished, confident, feminine, and elevated while still being functional for everyday work. I think the biggest transformation in this space was adding a focal wall point behind the desk. Instead of leaving the wall blank, we added that deep black charcoal feature wall with the architectural panel molding, that just made all the difference in the world. That instantly gave the wall depth and structure, which that's what this room needed. So Gwen, I hope you're enjoying your home office, and I cannot wait to do some future projects with you in the near future. So whether you're building an empty deck, a living room that feels dated, a home office that's not inspiring you, remember this: you don't always need to undergo a major renovation to create a major transformation. Once you solve the design problem, you can make smarter changes and spend your money where it is the biggest impact. So if you enjoyed seeing these 3 design challenges solved, let me know in the comments which space was your favorite. This is a community, guys, and I would love for you to communicate with me, and I'd love to know your thoughts. And if you love elevated and practical design ideas that inspire you to create a home that feels beautiful and intentional, make sure you subscribe. I'm Lisa with Home Insider by Lisa, where we turn everyday spaces into homes that feel intentionally designed, beautifully lived in, and truly yours. I thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next video, guys.